wearing Factor 50 and sat in the shade all day. And I was burnt so badly from the reflection of the sun on the sand that I got blisters. Right, that's the sort of situation. You people without ginger hair, you don't know. You don't know how we suffer.
I do have transparent skin as well, actually. I like Irish skin, even though I have dark hair. Like, when I was in a similar part of the world, I put sun cream on, Factor 50, every 20 minutes. And one of the times I didn't put it on properly, and I blistered in the shape of a handprint on my chest.
Oh, God. I went to a pig farm in Scotland.
Guys, all these showbiz anecdotes we've got coming.
Again, don't like to brag.
What I hope you're going to say is you realise that pigs shelter from the sun by rubbing themselves in mud, and you did the same.
I mean, close. It's because you said Irish skin, and when I was going around the pig farm, I realised genuinely, these pigs had identical skin to me. Identical skin. And I was like, why do all these pigs have Irish skin? And as you say, it makes them really susceptible to sunburn. So that's why they have to keep them in sheds. But actually, the reason for having Irish skin is a bit grim. Is because when you are breeding them for meat, you can see if there's bad meat much easier through see-through skin.
Wow. What? Is that true? That is super fascinating.
So look, you and me, if we ever get hung up for meat.
Yeah. Wow. Do you both have any advantage to having pale skin? Can anyone see something?
We are vitamin D superheroes.
Okay, right.
Like, that's genuinely a superpower with pale skin.
As in, what does that mean?
We
Make
make
it, you synthesize it more easily.
Yeah.
So
not enough that you can come in and,
extract it.
No.
Can't make a vitamin D farm out of it.
We haven't tried yet.
I read an article that said the Maillard reaction is by far the most widely practiced chemical reaction in the world.
Hang on, what about breathing?
Breathing, so that counts as a chemical reaction, yeah. Well, this was at the 100-year anniversary of the Maillard reaction. Which is a huge thing.
They got skin in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a chemist who said it. Nobel Prize winner Jean-Marie Lane who said it. But there was a huge conference. It was 100 years since it got discovered. And there's a group, the Maillard Reaction Group.
The Maillard Reaction Society have conferences just about the Maillard Reaction. And as you said, James, it was established in 2005, and it's just food browning scientists meeting up and...
Sounds great.
A whale of a time, I bet. Yeah. But actually, I think James's case that it's the most practiced chemical reaction on the planet...
Well, this was Jean-Marie Lane.
I'm supporting it, James, because not only is everyone who's ever made a slice of toast engaged in it, but also the Maillard reaction is happening in our bodies all the time. Okay? And so when you toast something, it happens at a very high temperature. Yeah. But generally, it's a reaction between amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins, we're all made of lots of proteins, and sugars. So that is constantly happening in the human body anyway, but at a very slow rate. Much more slowly than toasting or the fake tanning thing.
Are you saying I'm orange on the inside too?
Afraid so. And it's bad for you though, because when you make toast, the Maillard reaction produces about 1,000 new molecules. It's really complicated.
One of the chemicals it makes is acrylamide, and acrylamide is carcinogenic. If you have just a slice of toast every day, it's not nearly enough to be a problem. But they found that the Maillard process that they use in highly processed foods, so if you're making some really highly processed food and you want it to last for ages, one way to do it is to heat it up really, really quickly at a massive temperature. And that kind of Maillard reaction gives this acrylamide.
Talking about processed foods though, so if you're like home cooking and you're browning off the chicken and then browning off this thing to try and get loads of flavour, something I've discovered recently, don't bother doing any of that, right? You can get MSG from the internet, right?
Yeah.
You buy it, a little sprinkle of MSG makes everything taste amazing.
Okay.
And because I am scientific in nature, right, I've A/B tested this stuff with guests coming around my house.
Sorry, what's A/B testing?
It's where you basically have one bowl with, one bowl without, and see which one goes down quicker.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Did they know they were in an experiment when they came round?
They did not. Welcome to my house.
I would say it's an assumption. If you ever go and visit Hannah, it's like you're probably in an experiment.
It's like this release form at the door. You can't really explain, but it's what was in the bowl, do you mind me asking?
I made a chicken curry. Look, don't get me wrong, my chicken curry is absolutely delicious. Both bowls were finished. The one with the Kraken was more enjoyed, yeah.
I mean, MSG is I grew up in Hong Kong. That's my life, MSG.
I'm very excited.
Do you have buckets of it that you like to spoon?
I do get pot noodle and I collect just the sachets so that I can use it on other things.
The sachets of MSG that come with pot noodles.
MSG is inside the actual powder that you get of the...
I didn't know that.
I can't remember when I last had a pot noodle, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
Some of us pot noodle. This is my version of I was in Cuba recently. I've had a pot noodle the last few years. Can I tell you something about airline food, specifically relating to Maillard? So, you can't do the Maillard reaction on a plane. Okay.
That's interesting.
Most planes these days don't have stoves.
Well, you
right?
need an open flame.
Hang on.
Or open flame.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. So, how do they heat the food? They microwave it.
Yeah, okay.
What's the maximum temperature microwavable food gets up to? It's 100 degrees because it's heating the water molecules. It gets to 100, so blah blah blah. So you can't. That's part of the reason why plain food tastes bad. I know it affects your taste buds big bad.
If I brought a Bunsen burner onto a plane,
yeah.
it would be possible.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's actually on that little card at check-in. They do say, have you bought a Bunsen burner for your toast? There's a picture of a guy with a medieval toasting fork as well. They're very strict.
Yeah, but no, if you put it on those little plastic bags, you can get that through.
Yeah, but lots of food is pre-Maillarded before it's loaded onto the plate.
And then microwave.
And then it's microwaved, so you get a bit of the flavour still. But
The Maillard reaction works on poo, and that's why we have coprolites.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What
So a coprolite is a fossilized poo.
Right.
Our listeners will know that.
Of course they will.
But basically, let's say you have a dinosaur, they do a poo. The Maillard reaction works on the surface of the poo. That's what crosses it over. And then eventually that's what helps it become a coprolite.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So if I take my dog out for a walk,
Yeah.
spray the result with fake tan.
Yeah.
Sprinkle a little MSG on there.
Come back millions of years later.
Leave a sign near it. Do not touch. Experiment in progress. One of Hammer's experiments. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Leave it alone, right? Danny said Hong Kong because we were talking about MSG.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of wok hei? Is this a familiar concept? Hei? Yeah. It's the breath of the wok. Right? Oh, okay. It's quality that if you're cooking in China and particularly in Hong Kong, it's got like the perfect seared taste of the rice that's been cooked in a wok, and it's because the rice gets tossed really fast, loads of times, a few times a second. It uses the Maillard reaction, and if you get the trajectory of the rice right, and it's cooking at the right temperature, it's absolutely delicious apparently. And there's a restaurant called The Chairman in Hong Kong, which is one of the top restaurants in Hong Kong. And chefs there have to spend a year practicing the tossing of the rice in the pan. They're only allowed to cook for other chefs. They're not allowed to cook stir fries for customers. They're not allowed to cook stir fries for a year so they can get the tossing right.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I have heard about, washing woks being a bad thing, right? Like, you're supposed to...
You're not supposed to wash a teapot kind of thing as well, right?
Yeah, that's just...
I seasoned a pan recently.
What does that mean?
It's where you get a new...
pride on your face. It was quite the thing.
Well, it really was. It was kind of, I'm living that Frasier life now. I really am.
That's what noodles for you.
You toss your pot noodle for a year before you eat it.
It's where you get a new cast iron pan, no nonstick stuff.
Yeah.
It's just pure, lovely cast iron, whatever. And then you put this tiny layer of oil in, and you cook that very slowly, and then it kind of bonds with the pan, right? And then you do that a few times, again and again and again. You do it all over the pan. You kind of lather it in the pan, and then make a tiny thin layer, and it makes it really good at cooking more stuff.
And it's usually very private. That's as personal a thing as we've ever learned on the show.
I feel like I've learned a lot.
Can we cut a bit out? Sorry, I give too much away. I've got a bit.
Stop the podcast!
Stop the podcast!
Hi everyone, we'd like to let you know that this week we're sponsored by ExpressVPN.
James, can I ask you about your bathroom habits very quickly?
Oh, please do.
When you go to the bathroom, you close the door behind you, right?
Sure.
You don't want a random passerby coming and saying, hey, how's the poo going?
Yes, I not only shut my bathroom door, I also tend to shut my front door and the front door to the building in which I live. So the chances of a passerby seeing me in the toilet is almost nil.
But what kind of security do you take when you're out of the toilet and you're on the internet?
Oh, very little.
Well, here's the problem, mate. Not having a VPN is like keeping your door open in a toilet and allowing anyone to walk by and see what you're doing. Why do you allow for all the things you're Googling, all the places you're going, to be absolutely open to anyone who's got basic hacking ability?
Absolutely. ExpressVPN creates a secure, encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet. And to get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN free, go to expressvpn.com/fish. That's EXPRESSVPN.
So go to expressvpn.com/fish. You're going to get 3 extra months free with your purchase.
Okay, on with the podcast.
Not on with the podcast, because today we are also sponsored by Squarespace.
Absolutely. Squarespace is a brilliant place to go if you want to make a new website. In fact, I've already started making my Squarespace website. I have made some videos with my video studio. I've got some emails ready to send out with the special email campaign tool. And I've got analytics ready for when someone comes to my website.
Whoa. What's this website? I haven't been told about this.
I haven't decided what it is yet, but I've got all the tools ready so that as soon as I decide what my website's going to be, it's going to be absolutely top-notch. And to get involved with Squarespace, you should go to squarespace.com/fish, because when you do that, you'll get a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, if you use the offer code FISH, you will save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
That's right. So head to squarespace.com/fish. Get that free trial, and as James says, when you're ready to launch, use the offer code FISH. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Okay, now it's definitely on with the podcast.
On with the show.
Okay, it is time for fact number 2. That is Ed. My fact is that Japan's just found 7,000 islands that it didn't know it had. Japan's doubled, basically, in one specific respect.
Not in size, just in number.
No, it's still exactly
Wait, how
the
many
same.
did it have before?
Yeah, it had 6,800.
Oh, wow,
It's more than double. Yeah.
Good day, isn't it?
It's a great day, because it would be great if one of them was like Honshu or whatever the island. But they're all small, right?
They're all, unfortunately,
I feel like we need more detail. Where were they?
they're all around the main ones, and offshore mostly.
Did they find them all in one day, in one go?
Well, they've been doing some digital mapping. Japan, since 1985, has had the same set of maps, which I think are based on older maps, whereas now you can survey much more accurately. And so there are now 14,000 Japanese islands.
Are any of them in, like, the South China Sea and claimed by other people, do we think?
I don't know how many are totally undisputed.
Because, you know the Kuril Islands, which is in the north of Japan, which is claimed also by Russia?
Yes.
That is disputed.
Upgrade your
Still been
wardrobe
going
and
since World War
finally
II.
become the
Which
person you
means that
believe
technically World War
yourself to
II
be.
hasn't finished.
Stop by the casino store
Because
and treat
Japan
yourself.
and the Soviet Union haven't agreed on who owns these islands, and it was part of World War II.
Seriously, not.
No, like the last time they talked about it was like, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that, and they couldn't agree with it then, and I can't see them agreeing with it now.
What an amazing tourist attraction that you can go there and you're in World War II.
Yeah.
And so one of the other things to say is that Japan's major land masses, the 4 or 5 islands, I think predominantly 4, are 90% of land mass. So that's, we're talking about the final 3% here, that makes about 40,000 extra islands that they have. Yeah.
Are any of them big enough to put a house on?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. You might not want to put a house on because the case of sea levels.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a short-term investor.
Oh, yeah. If you're a dodgy property developer, this is a clue for you. This is great.
But it also depends on what you call an island, right? What's the difference between a rock and an island? Size. But where does one end and the other one start? Right? And in Scotland, they had a traditional thing which was if you could keep your sheep on it, it's an island. And if you can't keep your sheep on it, it's a rock.
And that, when you say keep a sheep, you mean is there enough grass for the sheep?
Can it survive for,
I mean, because presumably you can't keep sheep on basically any rock.
Yeah.
It depends on the level of cruelty you're willing to go from.
Yeah.
if it's spiky enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like what I'm saying, I guess, is like a lot of these islands will be super small, and whether they're officially rocks or islands.
Okay, the networks are down.
That's why you can't say how many islands there are in the UK or how many there are in Canada or even which country has the most islands, because different people carbon in different ways.
You also couldn't say the circumference of the rock to give you a definition of whether it's a rock or an island, because you know this, if you measure
All right.
or the length of a coastline, it depends on how big your measuring stick is as to